Hi, I'm Sophia and I draw animals, and we are doing just that today. I just don't exactly know what we are doing. I sometimes try to make an outline, give myself some sort of sentence as a very itty-bitty script for this intro, and I don't know what I'm doing today. I didn't do any of that. I just set up my phone and hit record, so very different vibe. It's also been a few weeks since I posted. Not that anyone's like waiting on me, like there's no due date, but I have a due date in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. Unfortunately, when I like miss a due date, it makes it harder for me to get back on the freaking horse. Horse is right here. I'm like this, hi horse, I'm a little bit scared to get on you, even though I have to. And then the horse is like, dude, just get on me. There's a saddle and everything. And I'm like, but like, it's been so long. What if I've forgotten everything I know? And then the horse is like, dude, just get on me. There's a saddle. And then I go, and then I just don't get on the horse. This is me getting back on the horse. I'm gonna look so insane posting this. This is my first winter time while on medication that is meant to treat my OCD and anxiety. And it has felt very different. It's felt very different. I don't want to. But I definitely do feel a little bit more like kind of numb and just like sleepy, unmotivated, low-level depressed. So we're trying to fight that right now because I don't want to be. It pisses me off that I feel like shit all the time. This is obviously not the shittiest I felt, so that's so fucking lame. But I do feel kind of bad, so I want to draw. So today we're doing that. Probably gonna use paint pens or not, but we're using my Art Creations pocket size. It keeps like swinging at you right now. I'm so sorry. Like I said, no outline for this video, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe I'll draw every day this week. If I do, that will be the title of this video. And if I don't, it'll be something else. This chair. This is such terrible lighting. I'm so sorry. Like, for you looking at me, doesn't fucking matter. But for it blinding my eyeballs, that's what matters to me right now. Is my laptop alive? It is not alive. Okay. Great start, everyone. Thanks guys for watching this video. I'll see you. I have the iPad. I brought it because I was watching a freaking video while I ate breakfast like an iPad baby. And breakfast was last night's spaghetti, by the way. All right, Pinterest. I just saw a freaking Cooper's hawk. It was massive. And like, we have red tails in the area, but they're significantly bigger than Coopers. And I haven't seen a red tail that close, but that Cooper looked really big. So like, it was surprising to me. Okay, now that tangent as well is gone, fuck. Oh my god. Okay, there's so much happening. Clearly, I'm very much a just kind of pilot and put it away person. After that bout of adrenaline, I am officially deciding what I'm drawing. I'm drawing some fruit doves today in my little water-based markers I have. They're just like an Amazon art brand we got forever ago when we started buying coloring books. They don't bleed through this paper like my alcohol markers do, so I'm going to use them because they're kind of just like a lighter ink. The colors are super duper bright, which is going to kind of prove to be an issue for some of those lighter colors, I think, but I'm going to do my best to pick through these correctly. But we're going to be using a lot of fun colors today. I'm going to be kind of at a weird angle so that you guys can actually see a good amount of what I'm doing. And I tend to draw in this direction anyway. And this is going to involve a lot of very nice pinks and stuff, which I don't tend to use a lot of. Maybe I do, but in my head I don't. I don't usually reach for them on purpose. But because I tend to draw a lot in orange and green, pink does come up a lot more than I think it does sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna continue. I'm also considering using my pencil. I think I'm gonna use them as like detailing for any like contour hatching or anything that I want to do, any additional shadows that I just can't get with the markers. I'm officially gonna put my headphones on and we're gonna hang out and draw for a little bit together. What it is voiceover Sophia again. So what I'm doing here with these like markers, well, it's a little bit questionable. I feel like I should have laid more base colors down, but I didn't want to reach my alcohol markers just because I didn't know how the inks would mix, number one, but also I really didn't want it to bleed through the back of the paper. Like, that was really gonna bother me. So I'm going in and I'm like flicking these little bits with the brush pen. I really wish this color, I had to commit to it because I had already used so much of it by this point, but that little yellow color I was using, in my head it was going to come out much more translucent and less yellow and more cream, and it definitely did not. So I just like pivoted. We're going to go super duper bright, and I go in and lay a base layer of a really bright kind of Granny Smith apple green. Oh my god, my dog is barking right now. I need you to stop. You know better. But I'm going to use that to kind of build up some darker greens on top, because it's definitely not going to look like this by the end of the video and the drawing process itself. I just needed to see where the colors were going to go. So in a way, this is me mapping things out, but also starting the base layer of the colors that I'm going to build up, because once I start getting into pencils and stuff, it really starts to get some dimension, which is kind of why I like layering pencils on top of stuff. I think it looks really good. So yeah, at this point, I'm just using that cream color as some sort of shadow for what would be white on this dove. Baby. He is so mad that he can't go out right now. Like, he just wants to, like, he has his whole little nose shoved under the door. Like, he doesn't have 20 million different types of treats and toys at his disposal right now. So yeah, I'm taking that darker green and flicking it over. I don't really like what I did here because I think that it is a little too blocky. It's not as organic shape-wise as I would like it to be. Like, the feathers don't look right, but I still think it gives enough of the illusion that I can ignore it for the most part. But I definitely would have changed how I approached the feathers had I taken an extra second, or if I got to redo this piece, but I'm probably not going to, so we're gonna ignore that. All right, but that's basically that's the main layers of color, and then I'm gonna go through and come back to this and add more colors and pencils and stuff. So let's do that now. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hi, if you are still here, thank you so much, because you're literally the best. You are the reason that my watch times aren't completely like booty ass cheeks. And you're kind of better than everyone because your attention span isn't that of a goldfish. Not that mine is. I'm honestly no better. But anyway, I am adding the pink dots onto this dove, and I kind of find it a little bit funny that that's the thing they chose to fix it on when this dove is bright yellow and green, and it has the ittiest bittiest pink little spots. But I guess you kind of have to choose a differentiating name because they're all kind of green and colorful anyway. But it made me giggle that it's a pink spotted fruit dove and it's almost completely yellow and green. But anyway, moving on, I just used the fine point end because these markers are dual tip to line out the eye, and then I'm taking some more pencils and blending out the kind of streaks that blue marker left. Oh my god. She's my enemy. I can't get rid of her. I for some reason refuse to throw it away, and I keep reaching for the color because it's a really, really nice blue. But it is so dry and streaky, and I have almost messed up like multiple drawings because of her, and I can't seem to get rid of that marker. Don't know if I ever will. It might take it being like bone dry in order for me to do anything for it, but at the current moment, she is still part of this team. She's still part of this family, and she's not going anywhere. This is like, I'm talking about a marker, like what is going on? Anyways, let's draw the fucking figs. I've got figs to draw and fig leaves to draw purely because I did not know what to put in this area. And I also prematurely doodled all my stars. I shouldn't have. You're supposed to save your details for like the last part as a satisfying thing, but I get a little ahead of myself, and sometimes if I see the vision in my head, like I just kind of have to act on it, even though it would probably be safer for me to save everything till the end. I am impatient, and I also refuse to listen to anyone, so even myself apparently. So here I am going with like a lilac pencil. I think this is actually called lilac, just to get those stars kind of scribbled out, and I'm going to take a pink at the very edges to make a little gradient. Now the figs that I'm currently scribbling right now threw me for a little bit of a loop because I accidentally colored them wrong the first time, so I had to do some damage control with the markers and make even more layers, and I think eventually I saved them. It just took a lot more work than anticipated because I thought it was gonna be like a one and done, here's a few colors, here's a few dots of texture, and we're done. But like I don't make anything easy for myself, so it was not that. That was indeed not the case. But now I'm finally getting to the little fig leaf, which this one I'm not gonna say free-handed, but I kind of free-handed it, and I'm a little bit proud of it. Thank goodness for this fig leaf because it was really fun to draw. I got to layer so many colors to try and get like the light and the veins of the light coming through the leaf and the veins of the leaf coming through. So I even got to use colors like indigo blue for the edges, and got to use a lot more yellows than it seems like in the fig leaf, but I'm glad I got to include her there because it was a good space filler and it was pretty fun to draw, and I'm considering making that one a little freebie sticker / filler sticker just because it is cute but kind of a neutral like item. I don't know how to explain. I like having something more neutral for my freebies, and right now I don't really have that. It's like a little woodpecker, and not everyone likes birds, so I think I might use her for a future freebie. And then I think that is all my time. Here is the finished drawings, and then we're gonna throw this over to Real Life Sophia. Hi, it's me again. This was completely different than what I thought we were doing today, but it's totally okay, and I had a little fun, and it was a little bit of a mixed media kind of day. This is the pages, plural. They're so cute. I don't know why I thought that I wasn't allowed to use a sketchbook in this direction. A part of it felt wrong, but it did offer me a little bit more space without having to switch the sketchbook that I'm working in, because I do want to continue working in this one specifically. And I think it's kind of cute that like it'll open up and it's like a so these are 2 fruit doves. This is the pink spotted fruit dove, and this is the jambu fruit dove, if I'm correct. I've seen both of these in real life, actually. The San Diego Zoo has a pretty insane aviary, and I know that I said I probably wouldn't draw birds today, but I wound up doing that because I was veering towards pigeons but wanted to do something more fun that required more color. That also did not make me work with like purples and grays, because I'm not very good at that and I didn't want to fight it too badly. But then this is also a fig leaf, and this is some little fig fruits kind of chopped up. They're not the best. They're kind of just filler. I wanted to put something here, but I couldn't think of anything, so if you like this video, consider subscribing, maybe leaving a little comment, a little like, a little hey, tell a friend. I've got nothing else to say about that. Smash that fucking like button. Do me a favor and drink some water, take care of your mind, take your meds, and I'll see you in the next video, because there will be a next video. I refuse to fall off the face of the earth. You cannot get rid of me. Goodbye. I know what you're thinking. She said the video's over. But as a last minute little plug, if you guys are like, hey, that art looks pretty cool, that bird is kind of scary, I kind of want that on my wall. I sell art prints and stickers on my Etsy shop. The link is going to be down below. I'm also going to have the link to the royalty-free music that's down there if you like it, because it was kind of funky and fun. And on top of that, I'm going to be having a couple sales going soon, so keep an eye out. Favorite an item, you'll get a little discount, and also you'll get updates on when there is a sale coming to my shop. I feel like I keep things pretty affordable. I always do free snail mail shipping for you guys, just to keep it fun and lighthearted, and also kind of cost friendly. So yeah, thanks for staying even further into the video. You are awesome. I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you again so much for checking out my socials, this account, and also my shop. Bye bye.